Hello, how are we getting on? So we're back with another video, back with the match preview of our upcoming game at the weekend against Birmingham at St Andrews. So, following on from last night's debacle and shambolic performance, where I kind of said in my match preview video or match review video that too many players in that side last night thought they could just turn up and roll over Huddersfield. I think the superstars are already in the far from that, likes of Job, likes of Ekwa, think they can just stroll around the pitch, and not be tackled and think they've got all the time in the world. But unfortunately, in this league, when you're playing teams who are fighting for their lives, that's not what happens. And the sooner they realise that, the better. Also, Beale, gets criticism for his substitutions as well. Shocking at times. Pembele came on, was absolutely terrible. Take a centre forward off for a midfielder, that type of thing. So, and also, like I said, that centre midfield position where we've been crying out for a ball-winning midfielder, didn't do it in January, and that's the type of thing what happens when you're playing teams who were fighting and who were physical when you can't stand up to it. But it's a chance for it to bounce back at the weekend. But we know it's going to be a difficult game against Tony Mowbray's side, knows us all too well. But we'll touch on that a little bit later in the video. First of all, you know how the videos work. Funny quotes book that we've been using. So this week's funny quote for this video is: the atmosphere in the dressing room was toxic, we would have loads of fights. So who said that? Rack your brains, stick it in the comments and find out at the end of the video who said that. So then, on to Saturday, like I've just said, a reunion with Tony Mowbray. The players loved him. He loved the club. Us as fans kind of loved him and what he'd done for us so far. And he left in kind of, bad circumstances for us, where he kind of spoke out about Speakman and KLD, and it cost him his job. Now he's gone to Birmingham and he's already turned them round. We know what he's all about. We know his record. Now you can see here on the screen, to have over 866 games in management and to have a win percentage of 41% is absolutely amazing. He had a 40% win rate with us. He's gone to Birmingham. He's only had 7 games. He's won 3, drew 1, lost 3, which the situation they were in is a great record. I think he's already got more points in the first 7 games than what Rooney got, since in his whole spell in charge. So that just says it all. I've watched them a couple of times since he's gone there. Typical Tony Mowbray. Changed them, high pressing, fast tempo, and it's getting them results. So, make no bones about it, it's going to be a massively difficult game. The emotion of the game with Tony Mowbray, the players as well, is all going to play into their hands, I think. So, the 7 games he's had in charge, so you can see that it started off with a draw against Swansea, they then beat Hull at home, they beat Stoke away, they then lost in the FA Cup against Leicester, which was no great surprise. Then they had kind of 2 disappointing results where they lost away at Birmingham, at West Brom, lost away at Sheffield Wednesday, but then they beat Blackburn at home, another one of Tony Mowbray's former clubs, at the weekend at home. So that the tails will be up, and they've actually took 24 of their 35 points at home this season. You can see at home they've played 15, won 6, drew 6, only lost 3. They've scored 21 and only conceded 17. Like I said, 24 points out of those 35 at home. Overall, they've played 31. They've only won 9, drew 8, lost 14. Scored 35 and conceded 47. So that just adds to the mix of it being a very difficult game down there. They have got some good players as well. The likes of Alex Pritchard, who's gone there from us, which is probably a good thing for us, is that he can't play. Probably he's got a calf strain and will miss the game, because that you know what would have happened. Guaranteed he would have put in a man of the match performance and scored or sent the winner up or what have you, and he would have been giving this to the fans like he's done in his previous clubs. So he's injured, not going to be playing. But they've also got the likes of Jordan James, who's got 6 goals this season. Sariki Dembele also got 6 goals. Jay Stansfield, who looked as though he's going to sign for us in the summer, went there instead to be closer to family. He's got 8 goals. So they have got some good players at this level who can chip in and can hurt you. We know Tony Mowbray likes to play the high pressing game. He obviously knows our weaknesses. He knows how to stop Jack Clark. And to say, make no mistake about this, he'll have his team absolutely up for this and firing and be wanting to put one over on us. Like I said at the start of the video, if it wasn't done already, this could be our season ending right here, right now. I hope I'm wrong, but you know, with the run of games that we've got coming up after Birmingham at the weekend, we've got Swansea at home, Norwich away, Leicester at home, Southampton away. You know, I don't foresee too many points coming out of those games, to be honest with you, anyway. So Saturday has to be a must win for me. But the frustrating thing is for us, we don't have the squad to make the changes. You know, Roberts has now outdone his hamstring again at the end of the game. Is that a case of us bringing him back too early? You know, did we rush him back? And this is what's happened, hamstring. That could be him out for the rest of the season. You never know. But like I said, we haven't got the players who can change things around. With the probably the exception of Rig, it'll be a big risk to play the likes of, you know, Mundle, Pembelia, Elshish, as they haven't really shown anything. I know they haven't been given a run in games, but they haven't really shown anything when they have been given the chance. Pembelia, like I said, when he came on last night, was especially poor, looked like a fish out of water, and didn't look like, you know, didn't even look like a footballer, to be honest with you. But he's just coming back from an injury. We've got to give him a little bit of time to see how he can get better and develop. Still only a young lad. But me personally on Saturday would be tempted to totally change things, just to try and kind of throw Tony Mowbray's tactics. So this will be my team for Saturday, just my personal view. So I'd have Patterson in goal. I'd have Luke O'Neill, Dan Ballard, Jensen Sealed as a back three. I'd have Hjelde and Hume as two wing backs. I'd have Dan Neil and Callum Styles given his debut in the middle to see what he can do, see how he performs. I'd have Mundle on the right to replace Roberts. I'd have Clark on the left, and then I'd have Rushing up front. So that would kind of be a 3, a 5-2-3, you know, whatever you want, whichever you want to put it. But that will be the formation I will play on Saturday, just for to try and mix things up and try and, you know, do things a little bit differently. However, we know we won't do that. And this is what the team will be. Patterson in goal, it'll be Hume, Ballard, O'Neill, Hjelde, Neil, Ekwar, Bellingham, Barr, Clark and Russian. There'll be no changes. It'll be as you were, and it'll probably be the same result. I hope that Michael Beale has got the balls to try something a little bit different. But like I've just said there, I don't foresee it happening. I don't think we'll change anything. If you remember the Leeds game, when Michael Dodds was in charge, we went to a back five and it worked amazingly well. We beat Leeds, you know, a fantastic result. Why can't we do that again, just to try something a little bit different? Like I say, Tony Mowbray knows us inside out, and something needs to be a little bit different tactically wise to compensate for that. If he stops Jack Clark from playing, then it's game over. So score predictions then, like I've just been saying, like all the way through the video, I do think that this is going to be our season-ending performance. I do think we'll get beat. I'm going to go for Birmingham 1, Sunderland 0. I hope I'm wrong. I hope we can bounce back. I hope them players have got some heart and some fight and they want to bounce back from that last night. But I've got no faith whatsoever. And I'm still firmly in the Beale out camp as well. You know, just because we beat Plymouth didn't change that one little bit. So let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below for the score prediction competition that we're running for the shirt for the end of the season. Nobody predicted Huddersfield for to beat us last night, so it's kind of as you were in the leaderboard. The LUSOCCER giveaway for the retro England shirt stands like this. So there was 1 goal last night. That takes us to 7 goals. So on that leaderboard, or on that prediction board, the bottom 3 are looking quite good, unless there's a glut of goals on Saturday's game. It's looking like it could be between 7 to 10. So we'll see what happens, see how we get on. But let us know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Now, at the start of the video, as you know, the funny quote. So I asked you who said this. The atmosphere in the dressing room was toxic. We would have loads of fights. Who did you get? Who did you see? It was actually Jan Kirchhoff speaking about his time at the club. You know, when he was here, he's quite right. It was kind of a toxic time for the club. You know, it was horrible time to be playing. The atmosphere around the side was rubbish, and quite an insight into the dressing room kind of sense. They said they had loads of fights, so kind of ties up with what we say on the pitch. But that's kind of it from me. I'll drop an away guide in the description below for pubs and parking for around St Andrews. If you don't mind, please like, share and subscribe to the channel. We're doing really, really well at the moment. We're up to 3,061 subscribers. We're flying. If we can get to 3,500 by the end of the year, I'll be absolutely buzzing. Please don't forget to like if you're enjoying the content as well. We are trying to get roughly 200 likes on each video, which pushes us out to more people, as well as the comments. So it's greatly appreciate everybody who's contributing so far. It's great to see, and long may it continue. But watch out for the match review video coming out on Saturday night. Hopefully, where our season's still alive, and we'll go on to the next games. But until the next time, thanks for watching. Take it easy, stay safe, and we'll speak soon. Ta-ra.